multiple interviews in a day, like 10 interviews a week, twice 2 a day, changing my shirt just in case I sweated through another one, you know.
I hear Prada talk about what he can do. I see what he does, but I usually see it via somebody posting, this business credit card gave me $40,000. I never get to meet the person. I never get to see the actions behind the money or what happens next. You know what I'm saying? So from your perspective as somebody that went through Prada's program, how does it or did it go down?
It really just came out of necessity. The whole reason why this whole started is because I got laid off from my job.
Here we go.
This is the good stuff.
Here we go.
September 28th.
Okay.
Right? So a company that I C-level position at, making over $130K a year, you know, my position was expendable, like most of us are in corporate. If you get a check from somebody else, you're probably expendable. Probably. If they need to play around with what's called P&Ls, which is profit and loss support, and you make enough money that if they take you out of that equation, they look better on paper, you're probably expendable.
Yeah.
That was me. Right? So I stuck around long enough because I'm really, really good at what I do, but I wasn't good enough that the good old boys was like, keep that boy around.
Right.
You feel me? So then it was like, all right, November 28th. Think about that date, right? 2 days before the month is up. 3 days before the month is up. I'm used to bringing in about like $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month. Now I ain't got shit. Plus I got a baby. Plus I got a daughter in college, and a 5'10" Brazilian wife who likes expensive stuff. You know, I had to figure something out. I was already, you know, getting involved with like what business funding was. But again, just like you mentioned before, I didn't know what the hell that was. And my idea was business funding was I have to be, you know, a white guy with $1 million trillion company that walks in with a briefcase and a whole team of lawyers. And then they do that movie thing over a boardroom.
Right.
And then you walk out with a check.
Right.
And then you go snort some cocaine and take a plane somewhere. I didn't realize how, and I'm gonna put this in quotes, I didn't realize how easy 250K was when you know how to get it. But once I got my 250, I'm like, well, if I can do 250, I can do $500,000.
Talk that talk.
So when I got my $500,000, I'm like, all right, well, I just did $500,000 in other people's money in 2.5, 3 months. Okay, I wonder if I can do 750. I think I might even told you that shit too, because I was telling everybody I put stuff out there so that if I don't get it, I'm a liar. So I'm telling people like, yo, I'm hitting $250,000. All right, T, do that. They're not gonna tell you no.
Right.
They might have hung up the phone. This motherfucker.
Right. $250,000. What?
You know, 680, 692, 710, 50,000. Bow, 760.
And these are for you know, loans from different banks.
Yes and no, right? So I don't do loans. I did a loan once. I did a PayPal loan for 10 grand. Didn't realize that once you get the loan, you got to pay it back immediately. Sure. So I focus on credit cards. 0% interest for however long I can get it.
Love that.
Right? And lines of credit, because that's basically like a mix between a credit card and a loan.
So good. Can break this down now. So you have credit cards, lines of credit, and then a straight up loan.
Correct.
Now tell me when I'm wrong, because I'm learning through this whole thing. Credit card, we all know you get that plastic card, you swipe it. Lines of credit is when a bank says there's $20,000 here that you're able to utilize.
Sure.
And then you have a loan where they actually give you $20,000 in up front or however much the amount is, and you have to pay that back over a certain amount of time.
Yeah, so with the lines of credit, you pay back what you use. You pay interest on what actually is there. So let's use the same $20,000, right? If I have a line of credit that's $20,000 and I push $5,000 that into my checking account, I'm paying interest on the 5. I'm not paying interest on the other 15.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying?
Wait, so what's the difference between a credit card and a line of credit? Just the plastic?
Well, you can explain that.
Well, the credit card, for one, you don't always have access to cash, right? The line of credit you do. So you'll get a credit card and you can only swipe with merchants most of the time unless you have like convenience checks, or you do what we call, liquidating credit cards, and then you turn the credit into cash.
Depending on where you have to streamline, correlate your situation, where you have to clean up, it might take you longer, but it's definitely doable and possible.
Wasn't the best time to start?
Now, yesterday, but you can't get yesterday back. So right now.
Right now. And Prada, what's the easiest way they can get information on building?
I mean, join the Discord, man. The Discord is like the very first place to start if you're not like serious about this. If you're not like, I want to make this thing happen. I want to get in the community. I want to be an investor. Start in the Discord. Learn what's going on out here. You'll learn so much new things. We do Tuesdays and Thursdays live calls where you can ask questions. Where can you ask people how to do things? Most people are going to watch this video and stay there the entire time, and they're going to retain whatever they can. But where do they ask about the questions that they have from the video?
That's facts.
That's the Discord. That's why the community is there, so you can ask real time, real questions, and get an answer.
So everybody that's watching, everyone who's listening out there, I'm gonna put the link, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Spotify. Get to that link. Join the Discord. It's very cheap, and the value you're getting is extremely impactful.
100 times more.
And let's get this 100, 200, 300, 400.
Don't even put a limit on it,
bro.
Just get this money, leverage your credit.
Yeah.
Let's get to the bag.